first time in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, baddest man on the planet, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. You can sit, or you can stand, whatever you want to do, bro.
Oh, it's my turn?
Does he have to?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
It does feel bad to make you stand. Like, no one really wants
It's
to
all
do it.
good. It's all good. How you guys doing? Thank you for waiting so long for me. I know y'all guys ready to go home, but tonight was a magical night. I knew I was in for a fight. ORTIZ is the most technical fighter in the division. We already knew that with the Cuban background. And, you know, when guys come and fight me, we know they're going to bring their best. We know they do things that we never seen them do. Look at this man. He was running. He was doing things that we never seen him do. But when you finna fight the king of the division, you better get yourself prepared. You better get yourself mentally ready, because I got a heart of a lion, man, and that's just what it is. You know, I tell people all the time, I'd rather be the part than look the part, and I showed that tonight. It's not about weight. It's not how big a person is. It's not about all the different things that people, you know, get so wrapped up in their mind about boxing. You know, boxing is a beautiful sport. It's a sweet science to this, and it's all about who got the bigger heart. And tonight I showed I had the bigger heart, and I solidified myself at the top as the baddest man on the planet. You know, and you know, like I've already said, my mission is to unify the division. As you can see, I'm not afraid to risk myself for small rewards with bigger risk, because I want to prove to the world that I am the best. That's my ultimate goal, to prove to the world I am the best. You know, people got this thing so wrapped up. They done got so wrapped up into who making the most money, who got the most followers, who doing this, and you know, it ain't about that to me. It's about me proving who's the best. And America got a killer on their side, and I'm ready to put up my title with to anybody in the world that's ready for me. You know, I feel once I beat ORTIZ, you know, it ain't nobody else with the skill set that's gonna be able to beat me. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Guys, we're gonna wait on a mic. Wait till you have a mic. Please announce your name and your outlet.
Deontay, Chris Mannix with Yahoo. To your left. After the 7th round, when you went back to the corner, what were you thinking? That was probably as deep as you've ever been with an opponent.
Yeah, I was just thinking, you know, I really wasn't thinking nothing, to be honest. I really wasn't thinking nothing, to be honest. You know, I knew that once I got out of that whirlwind that he had me in, you know, he had me in a whirlwind, and I had to get up out of there because he throw nice combinations. And, you know, I think when he put guys in that whirlwind, they give up. Their heart started to play in, and it started to become a mental thing. And I always tell people, if you speak it, believe it, receive it, then you shall do that. And I speak things like I speak it because I want to be a living witness. It's nothing like showing people, then they believe it. Because a lot of people always say, I have to believe it. I have to see it to believe it. If that's the case, then I show people each and every time that I'm going to show you, then you believe in it, you know. And, you know, I can't be saying things and don't show it. You know, that's my biggest thing. I want to show people all you got to do is believe in yourself. No matter where you are, no matter who the opponent is, no matter who it is. It don't even have to be boxing. It can be just this, what you're doing. Like, just being, you know, you can have a regular job. You always want to be the best. You know, my first job was working at Burger King. And the thing about it, although it was a low-paying job, but I made sure I was the best worker there. Anything I do, I want to be the best at what I do. And I show it each and every time in the ring. So now I am 40-0 with 39 KOs. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Did you catch your second win?
Well, I was never tired. I wasn't never tired, you know. I was pacing myself. I don't make excuses. You know, I could have made excuses. I caught a cold in camp and stuff like that. That's why I lost so much weight. But I didn't want to make excuses. I didn't want to, you know, I feel when people make excuses early on, they already looking for a way out. So when they lose, it's, you know, he was sick and stuff. I didn't want to do that, you know, and I just showed that I had the heart.
Deontay, Aaron Suttle, Tuscaloosa News. Are you going to call out Anthony Joshua? Do you want him next?
How many times do I have to call him out? You know what I mean? How many times? They hiding, you know. You know, his promoter don't want that fight, and after tonight, they definitely ain't gonna want it. But it's gonna be up to you guys. It's gonna be up to the fans. I've done enough. I've spoken enough. I really don't even want to talk about the dude no more because I've said all I had to say. And after tonight, I don't need to say no more. All I want to do is prove to the world that I am the best. I'm the baddest man on the planet, and hey, whenever they ready, we'll be ready. They talking about calling him. How many times we gotta call him? All you gotta do is pick up the phone.
Deontay, congratulations on the big win. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Something you said before the fight, something you said after the fight. In the 7th round, when you're in trouble, how important was that belief to your victory?
Oh, it was very important. It's just like I said before, I can't be speaking things and not follow what I say, you know. Then I'd be contradicting myself. And then how could people believe in anything that I put out there if I don't do it, if I don't follow behind what I say, you know? I want people to be able to empower their minds. I want people to be able to have confidence in themselves. You don't need a room full of people to believe in you. All you need is yourself. All you need is yourself. You don't have to have a lot of people, you know, because most of the time people will let you down. Human will let you down, you know, especially when you have family or friends or whatever. Most people are happy for you until you get to a certain point in your life, or when you start doing better than them, and then that's when that support, that's when that hate started to come in. But if you believe in yourself, you ain't got to worry about that. You know, you'll tell the difference between who's for you, who's not, and that's when you can take that leap of faith and say, you know what, I know you ain't for me, you know, and you just go forward with that. You know, we too worried about what people may think of us. We too worried about what people may say about us. You know, it's not about that. I always say if you took 6 months to worry about, you took 6 months to worry about yourself and 6 months to stay out of other folks' business, shit, a whole year that went by, you done focused on yourself. Look how far you can make it.
And quick follow-up, last fight, 50 Cent walked you to the ring, this time Lil Ken. How did you and the Queen Bee get in contact for that to happen?
Well, you know, again, my brother Manu Jones, man. You know, everybody called my brother now. That's how I built a relationship with these other peoples, you know, which was a beautiful thing because I feel everything I do now is gonna make history. You know, and I made history with her tonight because it's never been a fighter to bring a female out. And I think she did a great job for what she did. And it's going to be many more. Everybody want to do the walkout and stuff. You know, I'm really not interested in people walking out and stuff like that, but I do believe in giving the opportunity. I do believe in, you know, letting people be happy and do what they want to do. If that makes them happy, then, I suck certain things up and say, what's up? Let's make it happen, because I can just I don't even have to come out to no music, you know what I mean, at all, because I be so into the zone. I be so focused, you know. Man, it'd be a different person. Right now, I feel calm right now. Before, I was the bronze bomber. You know, now I'm Deontay Wilder. I can relax, I can laugh, I can be silly, and I can just live my life. I'm finna go home and lock myself in the house amongst my children and let them love all over me.
Deontay, Keith Idek from BoxingScene.com. Do you think all of what happened tonight will make Anthony Joshua want to fight you more or less?
I'll let you be the judge of that. I mean, even before I fought Luis Ortiz, it wasn't nobody calling our phone. You know, his people came all the way to America, and I got my people on stage to be able to witness that. They came down here talking about other fighters. You know what I mean? They don't want this fight. Eddie Hearn is, you know, he having fun milking the cow, like I said. You know, I heard one person made a comment and said, well, he can milk me. You know, well, I ain't in the business of being milked. I'm in the business of looking to see I want to see who's the best. You know, it's good to make money and stuff like that, but how long you gonna cheat the people out of their money? How long you gonna be able to just sit around and just fight these guys that ain't even worthy of it? It's like I gotta go through so much just to get a fight. They tell me I need to do this, I need to do that, but what do these other guys have to do? You know, I have to raise a profile. I have to. Man, so y'all know, y'all done heard the stuff. But what about these other guys? What do these other guys have to do? Why is it only me? You know, people be expecting so much of me. I had to look good in the ring. I have to fight the best, and I have to knock them out. And I have to win all the rounds. That's the situation that I'm in. But, you know, I don't pay attention to people. I don't worry about what they say about me, but you will watch me work in that ring. Like I said, there's no man that have stood in front of me that I haven't knocked out, and I'm going to continue my knockout spree. Other people may look at me and think about and see other things on the outside, but these fighters know when they get in the ring, it's going to be a fight.
Over here, Deontay, Dan Rayfield. Dan Rayfield from ESPN. Congratulations.
What's up, Dan?
Tremendous fight. But my question for you is, a lot of talk about Anthony Joshua. My question is, on March 31st, are you going to be ringside in Cardiff, Wales to watch that fight? And if so, or even if you're not there, who do you want to win? Because maybe if Parker is the winner, maybe you'll have an easier time making a unification with him, since I know you want the belts necessarily, not necessarily Joshua.
Well, unfortunately, Sky Sports definitely have hired me to come out and be a commentator, so I'm looking forward to coming to Cardiff. I've never been to Cardiff before, so I'm looking forward to making myself presence there and love on my fans. You know, I got a lot of fans in the UK, and as far as who winning, it doesn't matter who wins. Of course, everybody wants to see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, of course, and with Joseph Parker, I don't know. They say they want to fight, but they had the opportunity to fight me before. That's why they came to Alabama to the fight and stuff like that. But when I knock people out, people start to get indecisive of what they really want to do. You know, certain people say certain things for the media to entertain the crowd, to entertain the fans. But what I say, I really mean. Like I've said many times before, I only speak from my heart. You know, and my mouth is only the translator to what my heart is really saying. I have no filter. I'm going to bring it to you raw. I'm going to bring it to you uncut. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes I say certain things that may make people feel uncomfortable, but I'm a real champion. I'm the realest champion in the business. You know, sometimes that may mess up marketing or certain things that people look at you and stuff, but I'd rather be real with myself and to the people than being a fake person amongst the people just to get a little money out of their pocket. You know, my life is great. I got a beautiful family. I got beautiful children. And I got a beautiful woman. You know, what more do I need? You know, money ain't everything. You know. Two more questions.
One more follow-up for you, Deontay. You both are champions and have made multiple defenses. Your biggest win, obviously, was tonight against Ortiz by knockout. He's got the big win against Vladimir Klitschko that stands above all of his other victories. Which do you think is the bigger win to the public? You knocking out King Kong or him knocking out a big name like Vladimir Klitschko?
I think me knocking out King Kong. You know, King Kong is undefeated. Vladimir was, you know, he'd been beat many times, and when he fought Joshua, he was already beaten. He wasn't a king. He was already dethroned. You know, we know that. He was coming off almost a 2-year layoff, you know, and really Joshua didn't win that fight. You know, Vladimir lost. You know, he lost that fight. He had 3 opportunities to get that guy out of there. But, you know, he made the wrong decisions at the wrong time, and it cost him, you know. But if you're looking at a guy, you're looking at the same fighter maybe a year or 2 years ago that knew how to finish a fighter, then we wouldn't even be talking about this. You know, they still on their high horse about that win. But how can you really be on your high horse when somebody else already dethroned them, you know? And we already know who did that in Tyson Fury. So, you know, they can celebrate that only for so long. And I feel that with Ortiz, he got the better skills. He's definitely motivated to prove himself in this division. That's why it took him so long to get world title. Nobody wanted to fight this guy. Everybody ducked this guy. No, you know, you got promoters signing this man just to keep him away from fighters. Now we see it. It's just, I mean, enough of the bullshit. I'm sorry about the language, but it's just, like I said, I don't have a filter. I'm the realest, you know. Once I unify the division, they can have all their belts back. I just want to prove a point to myself and to the world that I am the best in the world.
Final question.
Huh?
Deontay, I'm right here, brother. Deontay, congratulations on on winning a heck of a fight. Going with what happened in the 7th round, were there any concerns that the referee may stop the fight? And once you survived the 7th round, did you think you were winning the fight, or were you concerned that you were running out of time?
No, I didn't think the ref was going to stop the fight. I mean, when you got a contender and a champion, you let the fight continue. You know what I'm saying? You let people get their money worth. And I think the referee did a wonderful job that night. You know, I wasn't hurt. I was in a whirlwind. You know, I never thought Ortiz had power. I said that before. You know, he had me in that whirlwind. I was trying to get out of that tornado. You know what I mean? I mean, he put a lot of punches, combination together well, you know. And I told Ortiz that he's never been in a fight with a fighter like me, so confident, with a natural killer instinct, with a mindset like mine. You know, I control my mind, you know. My mind is so strong. That's what meditation comes from. You know, it's a powerful exercise of exercising your mind. Like I said, I've fought him 100 times in my mind through meditations, through meditation. So, you know, getting in that just proved, I'm glad I got into that situation because I showed people a lot that I can take a punch, that I can, you know, overcome adversity, you know, and now what else to be said? What you gonna keep saying that I'm sloppy, I'm windmilling, or whatever? What else you gonna be saying, man? At the end of the day, styles make fights, and my style is what it is. I continue to prove to the people that I'm continuing to win. I'm gonna continue to knock these guys out with the style that I have. So people just gonna have to deal with what I got and just love on me as I love on you guys and entertain you guys and give you some of the best fights. Like I said, I took a stand and took a great risk with a small reward just to show you guys that I am the best, you know, because I consider Luis Ortiz the best. And it was an honor to get in the ring with him. You know, like I said before, I wanted to give him that second opportunity because he had a daughter with a disability as well as my daughter with a disability. And I know how that feels to have, as a father, to have children that we love so much with a disability. So no matter what it was, I wanted to give him the opportunity so he can be able to support his family. Win, lose, or draw, man. You know, it was an amazing night. I respect him. I hope he still become prosperous in his career and still don't give up, no matter what the age is, because we'll probably never know. But, but I wish him the best, though. I really do. He's a great guy. And sometime in boxing, we have to transform into this killer. You know, as you can see, I don't know. It's just, in boxing, when it's time to fight, I'm the bronze bomber. That's serious. Like, I don't care about nothing. I really try to hurt my guys, but then when it's over, I can love on my guys. I can show sportsmanship. You know, I can hug them and kiss them and say, "Great job, man. I appreciate you, King," and go on to the next one. That's what this sport all about. This is a beautiful sport. It'll never die. It'll be around for a long time, man, especially due to the support of you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for supporting this card. It was a wonderful card, man. I think everybody got their money's worth tonight. Thank you, guys.
First time in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.